What's up, good people? Eric Taylor, Taylored2U Coaching. A little astrology lesson, astrology tips. All right? Taylored2U Coaching at gmail.com. You want to get your birth chart done, only $75. Got my coaching programs for medical astrology with my chronic illness coaching, okay? And relationship coaching. And I can use astrology for all. So this quick lesson, I'm just explaining, I'm a Virgo. That's my sun. Scorpio rising, Capricorn moon. But in my 11th house in the whole sign chart, I have Scorpio. It's ruled by Virgo, my sun sign. My sun is there in the 11th house, which is ruled by Uranus, and Aquarius, which is about friends, groups, organizations, internet, all these different things. So in there it shows my sun, Mars, Mercury, and Pluto. And it's very literal. The sun is your father. My father, in a vehicle, which is Mercury, short distance travels and automobiles. Mars is the warrior, was killed using, in a fight with, fighting and then a gun. And Pluto is death. Literally, it's the father being killed by a warrior in an automobile on short distance travel from my house. It's in the charts. It's crazy. I got Neptune on the, there's so much in there, but I just wanted to give you this quick little glimpse and lesson. And my Chiron's in the 6th house of daily routine and work and all this stuff, and the wounded healer. So that's what I do. I'm a chronic illness coach. Okay. But I did sports radio, the acting, the writing, the rhyming. That's all in the 11th house with those things. So it's pretty amazing, okay? And with the Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus in the 1st house, the Venus will make, the appearance of the Scorpio rising pretty handsome. The Jupiter will expand that, and the Neptune, the fog, I can dissolve and melt, and I can become any character, any person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about this, all right? Eh? Little astrology stuff for you guys. Listen, don't be a knucklehead. Pay attention when I'm talking to you, eh? Yeah, man. We understand the righteousness when you become into relationships or chronic illness coaching. I can help you, right? Me teach your children self-esteem and confidence, all right? Writing and performing the hip-hop rhymes and the acting monologues. It's the best life coach you ever have for yourself, your children, your parents, for relationships, for love, for your health and taking care of your body and recovery, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All right? Taylored2U Coaching, hit me up. Taylored2ucoaching.com, Taylored2ucoaching at gmail.com. Just send me your emails. We can figure out a program for you. Relationship coaching is $400, chronic illness coaching is $360, self-esteem confidence coaching for the kids is $360, birth chart $75. Good prices, fair, and I'm a Virgo, so I'm of service to you. And just remember, together, we are going to transform your life one session at a time. Eric Taylor, Taylored2U Coaching. Be blessed, all right? Sleep on a Sunday. Hit me up tomorrow, Monday. Let's get it started. The new year's coming. It's time for you to make a change in your life. Do it with the best life coach around, Eric Taylor and Taylored2U Coaching. All right? And peep out this astrology example. It's amazing. All righty? Peace. Eric Taylor, Taylored2U Coaching. Quick astrology lesson. So you see the AC, the 1st house is the ascendant. And I have Scorpio there. But what I wanted to show you is in the 11th house, you see and it's Virgo, that's Virgo, my sun, okay? You can see the different things in this, in this house. But you see the sun, sun, Mars, Mercury, and Pluto. Pluto is death, rebirth. Mars is the warrior. Mercury can be communication, short distance travel, automobiles. So this actually shows the death of my father was murdered when I was 6 years old. In the 11th house is groups, organizations, or friends. Could have been someone that killed him in a car, right? Mars is the warrior, the weapon. He was shot. And Sun is the father, so it's in my chart. It's kind of wild how that shows up in the 11th house. This is also my midheaven. So for me, for career and stuff like that, it can show internet business. It can show leadership, being aggressive, doing well with friends and groups and organizations, right? Mars is sports. I did sports radio for a while. So you have the Sun with Mars and Mercury for communication, and the 11th house, which is the internet, social media, stuff like that. It's just fascinating. There's so much you can learn from astrology, and I just wanted to show you with my birth chart as an example, with this Scorpio ascendant, and having Uranus in the 12th house. That's a whole nother thing. But this is in the whole house system, because in the Placidus, I actually have these planets in the 10th house of Leo, not in 11th house of Virgo, which, also shows sort of the whole acting, writing, even being a rapper and battling people. That is right there with the Sun and Mercury and Mars, right? And the creativity and being aggressive, with the sport, right? And verbally battling people. That's what Mars is with the Mercury and the Sun. Okay? So there's just a lot of things, and clearly you could say, okay, well, not in the other chart of the Placidus, but in this whole sign system chart, with the 11th house in Virgo, that I might be of service to people, right? Like life coaching, right? And even astrology, because the Pluto can represent the occult, and the warrior can be Mars, can be about, truly trying to help you. And I have to show you another part, right? Because there is the wounded healer for chronic illness coaching, in the 6th house. I'm not trying to get all up in my business, right? But there you go. Which is good with the chronic illness coaching, okay? And being the wounded healer. And there's that, Aries there. So it's really about initiating and fighting my own health. I've been dealing with health issues for the last 6 years with this valley fever, but then being aggressive to help others. Okay? So just want to give you a quick astrology tip and lesson, and there's just, so much that I can break down and get into and explain to you. The MC, the midheaven, is usually in the 10th house. In the whole house system, it's in the 11th house, okay? In, this chart. And the 12th, the sign rulership for the 12th house, where the Uranus is Libra. So everything's about, balance there. But with this Scorpio rising and the Virgo sun, right? See the Virgo, my sun is in Virgo, okay? I am a Virgo, September 10th. And my Mars and Mercury and Pluto are all in Virgo. The Pluto, the outer planet, that's a generational thing. So that Virgo generation is about health and healing and, bringing in being humanitarians and stuff, and vegan and all these different things, and a vegetarian, so, which I actually am now. So just wanted to give you a quick little, little astrology tip, and, you can use different astrology sites and stuff like that. Get your chart done. Hit me up at Taylored2U Coaching at gmail.com, and I can break it down for you much more in depth. And just trying to let you understand everything is in the chart. I can get deeper into it, but just the fact that in my chart it shows you that my father was murdered in a car, and died when I was 6, it's pretty, wild, that it's there. The sun is the father, the Pluto, the death, the Mercury, short distance trip. He was traveling from work to home, wasn't too far from the house. I lived on 95th, he was on 110th where he was murdered. And that's what Mars is, that warrior. All right. So hit me up, Taylored2U Coaching at gmail.com. Check out Taylored2UCoaching.com, Taylored2C on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube. And hey, I can do your birth chart, only $75. Chronic illness coaching, relationship coaching. I am here for you as that Virgo Scorpio. And great for acting, right? Because I have the Neptune, Venus, and Jupiter in the first house of Scorpio, and the ascendant, the rising, which means that I'll be, can dissolve and morph into any character. The Venus will make you good looking, and the Jupiter will expand those things and expand those abilities and make you philosophical and even mature as a short little man that I was when I was a little boy. All right, little astrology lesson, Taylored2U Coaching.